Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad you are here, and today I am going to talk about why you still fear speaking English. Have you ever felt nervous before speaking English? Maybe you're sitting in a classroom or at a meeting at work. Someone asks you to speak. You know what you want to say, but suddenly your body feels strange. Your hands become cold. Your heart starts beating very fast. Your mouth feels dry. Your brain seems to freeze. You look around and think, can I really do this? This feeling is very common. You are not strange. You are not weak. You are not bad at English. You are just human. Many English learners around the world feel the same. Even people who have learned English for 5 years, 10 years, or more, they still feel afraid to speak. But why does this fear stay with us for so long? Why does it still control us? Let's take a slow and warm journey through the reasons. And step by step, we will understand where this fear comes from and how you can overcome it. 1. You're afraid of making mistakes. This is one of the biggest reasons why people are afraid to speak English. From the time we are children, we learn that making mistakes is bad. Maybe a teacher told you that your answer was wrong. Maybe your classmates laughed when you said something funny by accident. Or maybe you watched a video where someone spoke English very well, and you thought, I can never speak like that. So now, every time you try to speak English, a voice inside your head says, what if you say something wrong? What if your grammar is bad? What if people laugh at you? What if they don't understand you and you feel embarrassed? Because of these thoughts, many learners stop speaking. They wait until their English is perfect. But perfect English does not exist. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even teachers forget words sometimes. Think of a child learning to walk. The child falls many times. But each fall helps the child learn. If the child was afraid to fall, they would never walk. The same is true for English. Every mistake helps you grow. Every mistake teaches you something new. Instead of feeling afraid of mistakes, try to feel proud that you are learning. Your mistakes are proof that you are trying, and trying is a very brave thing. Let's imagine this even more deeply. Imagine you are in a new country. You go to a cafe and want to order coffee. You know the words, but you're scared. What if I say something wrong? But then you take a breath and say, 1 coffee please. The person understands. You smile. You feel proud. You did it. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but you spoke. You used your English. That small moment builds your courage. The next day, you try again. You order a sandwich. Maybe you say sandwich instead of sandwich. The cashier smiles. It's okay. You laugh together, and suddenly, you feel more relaxed. The truth is, most people are kind. They don't expect perfect English. They respect your effort. They want to understand you. So don't let the fear of mistakes stop your progress. Every mistake is a step forward. Mistakes are not bad, they are necessary. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you grow stronger. Keep going. Be proud of your efforts. And remember, no one becomes great without falling first. 2. You think too much before speaking. Have you ever prepared a full sentence in your head before you spoke? You try to check the grammar, the vocabulary, the pronunciation. You think and think. But while you are thinking, the conversation moves on. Someone else speaks. the chance is gone. This happens to many learners. You want your English to be correct, clear, and beautiful. That is good. But sometimes, trying to be perfect makes you silent. You don't need to prepare the whole sentence. You don't need to speak like a news reporter. You just need to share your idea. Even a simple sentence is powerful. When you think too much, your brain becomes tired. And when your brain is tired, fear becomes stronger. Fear says, "Don't speak, you're not ready." But the truth is, you are ready. It's okay if your sentence is simple. It's okay if you use easy words. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to connect, to express, to be part of the conversation. Let your words come out, even if they are not perfect. Practice speaking freely. Start with small conversations. With a friend. With yourself. In the mirror. Slowly, your brain will stop overthinking. Your fear will become quiet. And your voice will become strong. Now imagine this, you're at a small English club. The topic is favorite food. Your brain starts working fast. You want to say, "My favorite food is spaghetti because my mom cooked it when I was a child and it makes me feel happy." But while you're thinking, your turn comes. You freeze. Now, change the plan. Keep it simple. Just say, "I like spaghetti." Then smile. Maybe someone will ask why. You can say, "My mom cooked it. I remember happy times." See? You shared your feeling. You joined the conversation. You didn't need a perfect sentence to express something real. Overthinking makes speaking harder. But practice makes thinking easier. Every time you speak without planning too much, you teach your brain a new way: speak first, fix later. Start by trusting yourself. The more you speak, the faster your brain will organize thoughts. Speaking will feel easier, lighter, and more natural. One word. One sentence. One moment at a time. 3. You compare yourself to others. You are sitting in class. Another student speaks English very well. Their pronunciation is clear. Their grammar sounds perfect. They speak fast and confidently. You listen and think, "I can't do that. I'm not good enough." This is a very common feeling. It happens not only in English learning but in many parts of life. When we see someone doing well, we forget our own progress. We feel small. We feel slow. We feel like we are failing. But you must remember this: everyone has a different journey. That student who speaks well? Maybe they have lived in an English-speaking country. Maybe they had a private tutor for years. Maybe they started learning long before you. And you? Maybe you are learning English after work. Maybe you study when your children are asleep. Maybe you never had a teacher who believed in you, but you are still trying. And that is something to respect. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Every flower blooms in its own time. Your English will grow. Your confidence will rise. But only if you focus on your path, not someone else's. Celebrate your small wins. Did you speak one sentence today? That is progress. Did you say hello to someone in English? That is a brave step. One small step every day creates a big change over time. Let's go deeper. Imagine you and your friend are climbing a mountain. Your friend started 5 hours before you. They are higher. They can see more. But you just started. Of course, you are not at the same place. But your path is just as important. Your steps matter. And one day, you will reach high too. When you compare, you forget your own strength. Maybe your friend learns fast, but you are patient. Maybe they speak well, but you listen better. You have your own gifts. Comparison steals your joy. Instead of feeling small, look at how far you've come. From 0 words to full sentences. From fear to courage. From silence to speaking. Focus on your growth. You are not in a race. You are in a journey, and your journey is beautiful. 4. You don't get enough practice. Speaking English is like learning to swim. You can read 100 books about swimming. You can watch 50 videos. But if you never enter the water, you will never learn to swim. The same is true with speaking. Reading and listening are important. But without speaking practice, your fear will stay strong. Many learners only study English in school. They do grammar exercises. They read textbooks. But they don't speak. Why? Because they don't have someone to practice with. Or they feel too shy. Or they wait until they feel ready. But waiting doesn't work. You must start speaking now. Even if your sentences are short. Even if you talk to yourself. Even if you make many mistakes. Here are some ideas. Speak to yourself in the mirror every morning. Record your voice on your phone and listen. Read simple English stories aloud. Join online speaking groups or language exchanges. Practice with a friend who is also learning. The more you speak, the more your fear will fade. Your mouth will learn the movements. Your brain will become faster. Speaking will feel more natural. Practice is the key. It is not about talent. It is about time, effort, and courage. Let's make it real. Imagine you practice 1 minute every day. Just 1 minute. Maybe you say, "Today I go to the store. I buy apples. I see my friend." Simple? Yes. But after 30 days, your brain starts to think in English. Your mouth feels comfortable. You stop translating. You start speaking. Small practice becomes big success, like water drops filling a bucket. Slowly, your fear will go away, and your confidence will take its place. 5. You remember a bad experience. Do you remember a time when you tried to speak English, and it went wrong? Maybe you said something, and someone laughed. Maybe they didn't understand you. Maybe a teacher corrected you in front of everyone. That moment made you feel small, embarrassed, or even ashamed. That memory stays with you. It becomes a story in your mind. Speaking English is scary. So now, every time you want to speak, your body remembers the fear. Your brain says, "Don't speak. You will feel bad again." But here's the truth: one bad experience does not define you. That was one moment, one mistake, one person. It does not mean your future must be the same. You are not that same person anymore. You have learned. You have grown. You are stronger now. Instead of remembering the pain, start creating new memories. Speak English with a kind friend. Speak with someone who listens. Speak in a place where you feel safe. With each new, positive experience, the fear becomes smaller. The bad memory becomes softer, and your confidence becomes louder. You have the power to write a new story. Picture this: one day in school, you spoke English and the teacher laughed. It hurt. You stopped speaking. But now, years later, you meet a kind person. They say, "Your English is good." You smile. It feels different. You speak again. It feels good. You can rewrite the story. Bad memories are heavy, but they don't have to follow you forever. Let them go. Replace them with new, happy memories. Practice with people who support you. Speak in places that feel safe. One kind word, one good moment, can heal a deep fear. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are growing. And you are brave. Conclusion: you can overcome the fear. Fear is natural. Everyone feels it. Even brave people feel fear. But brave people speak despite fear. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to speak like a native. You just need to try. And try again. And try again. Start small. Speak slowly. Make friends with your mistakes. Practice a little every day. Celebrate your progress. Be kind to yourself. And always remember, your voice matters. Your story matters. And your English is enough. Keep going. Keep speaking. The world is waiting to hear you. The story is over. Please support us by subscribing and liking to follow our channel. Your support means a lot to us. I hope you learned something new today. See you next time. Thanks for watching.